So it's pretty high praise. You agree?
Yeah. Man, Luka's been the best point guard in the league for the last probably like 4 or 5 years, but this year I'm giving it to Shai Gill just for the simple fact of what he's done last year and this year, leading the West. I mean, and if I had to choose between one or the other, I'll probably take Shai. And this is not a knock on Luka because he can play both sides of the ball. He's not a liability on defense. And then we already know what he's going to give you on offense. He puts pressures on the defense. Right now, I have to say Shai. I love Luka, and he's carried the team to the finals, and Shai has not. But if I'm building a team right now, I'm taking Shai Gilgeous right now.
No, Jack, I think Jack is probably about right as far as the best point guard, right? Meaning distribution of the field.
This is positionless ball now. Ain't no such thing as point guard.
But for him, though, Paul, to be able to get them live, that sort of stuff, and the ball being placed in
then
perfect...
you got to go on the other end of the court.
Yeah, but he ain't talking about the other end. He's talking about the offensive end of the court, though.
Point guard, you got to play.
I know what you said.
You got to play.
I'm saying what Jack is saying about his teammate is that from a point guard standpoint,
does he make his teammates better more so than Shai? Probably so.
Man, think about it. Jackson
Probably
Hayes.
so.
Think about it. Last night, Jackson Hayes had 19 points in 29 minutes, right?
Yeah, for sure.
He got to do a better job. He got to do a better job of shooting free throws for me, though. He can't be 3 or 7, man. You got to knock them down. You got to be almost at 100%.
Luka putting that thing in the basket for you is a whole different thing. Another, Luka has to start getting credit now. The Lakers' defense has been playing some very good defense.
He's out there hustling.
I'm seeing Luka play some of the best defense he's ever played. I know you got to shake.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to shake that Dallas thing. But over with the Lakers, he has been playing great. I was waiting to see him play his game, his best game, and he played his best game because he's still trying to work himself into condition, work himself into shape, and before he can really be Luka. And listen, I'm there. You get Luka back to Luka
trying to work it
with A-Reeves, and then you get LeBron back. I'm looking
He's
forward.
still out of shape the way he playing, Michael. You said he's trying to work his way.
Well, you know, he was injured. His back was a little bit. That's why they sat him.
To trade, I think he's averaging like 30 points a game.
Right. But he had a lot of turnovers, Paul. He turned the ball over.
So he's going to be better than what he doing?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Now you got it.
Maybe not better, but
Well, you got it.
there's a lot cleaner.
I mean, is there
clean.
another version of shape that he's going to be in?
This is who Luka is.
When I say not just conditioning,
right? That's what
he's banged up. His hip or back or whatever he was hurting, right? He was hurt.
I think it was back. Back.
So yeah, he banged up.
Maybe back into
He just scored
a
45
rhythm.
2 days ago.
I have to imagine whatever shape he's in at this point in the season is the shape he's going to be in.
He's in top-notch shape, I believe, right now. This is peak Luka shape
He had
right
33
now.
points, 11 rebounds, 8 assists.
Yeah, this is what you're going to
I don't know how much better it can get at this point in the season. They did snap a 4-game losing streak.
Yes, we did.
And they extended their home winning streak to 7 games. LeBron is ramping up for his return, according to J.J. Redick. But, Key, what did your Lakers show in that win over the Suns?
I mean, I hate that it was the Suns. I mean, that's really the Suns. You know, it was KD and them. It just wasn't.
And they were off.
And it wasn't. It just wasn't a exciting game, so to speak. But you like to see Jackson Hayes get back in the mix. You like to see Luka now. We get Rui going. We get LeBron going. We back at full strength. You like to see it happen. But the Suns just didn't look interested to me. They just kind of looked like they was going through the motions. Yeah. And we took care of business the way that we were supposed to. Our next 5 games is obviously the Spurs is tonight after a back-to-back. Then we got the Nuggets on Wednesday, the Bucks on Thursday. Those 2 games are going to be tough. I haven't looked at their schedule, so I don't know if they're playing in back-to-backs or they're traveling or what their travel schedule is going to look like, or if they decide they're going to sit some of their star players in one of those 2 games, which would be a plus for us. And I'm kind of hoping that that's the case so we can stay right where we're at in terms of the standings. Then we obviously, I didn't know that we were playing the Bills, but on my sheet, it says versus the Bills.
That's going to be a tough game for you guys.
Yeah, that's a tough game Saturday with the Bills. And then we got the Magic. We got to go to Orlando. Throwing the
Who's a
Nick
better passer? Who's a better passer, Luka or Josh Allen?
Yeah, Nick. Who's a better passer, Luka or Josh
Not
Allen?
put a typo on the notes.
Bills.
We are Ron Burgundy up here. What did the Lakers win over the Suns show you, Paul?
They don't really show me anything like Key said. It's the Suns, but I said before they went into the to the road trip versus the Celtics when they lost the 4 in a row. Obviously, they lost LeBron to injury. That they already showed me they're a contender, regardless of the way they've treated the Suns, because you like to measure contenders versus other contenders. Now, the best win I've seen them have since Luka was probably the Denver game, because Celtics, I feel like if they got to the finals, the Celtics are head and shoulders better than the Lakers. But versus everybody else, I feel like the Lakers have a puncher's chance, even in the West versus OKC, or even if Cleveland was to get to the finals. So they just have to get healthy. We see what it looks like when they have some of their health back, when you threw Hayes back out there and Hachimura, he's back. And now when you put the final piece of the puzzle together, LeBron, they'll certainly be a clear cut, for me, the second best team in the Western Conference, even if their record doesn't say it.
Now, isn't it a bit crazy, man? If you just think about it, Cleveland, I don't think they'll beat Boston, but if Cleveland and the Lakers and LeBron end up in a final, boy, that'll be off the chip. We would go crazy about that.
Oh, because he got to go to Cleveland.
What?
That's not gonna happen though. Because they're not gonna beat. They're not gonna beat the Celtics.
I don't think they'll
they'll
beat the Celtics either. But I can dream.
Man, anything.
But nobody want to see that though.
I mean, Cleveland is.
Yeah. Nobody. I would love to see.
The Celtics have to take Cleveland seriously.
You have to take
Cleveland seriously.
No, you
right.
do, but I don't think. I just.
You don't think nobody want to see LeBron go back to Cleveland?
I don't want to see Cleveland. Period.
Oh, you don't want to see Cleveland.
I want to see Boston and the Lakers.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the networks want to see Boston and the Lakers.
Boston and LA would be the ideal matchup.
Yeah, because Cleveland coming to LA, LeBron going to Cleveland. Yay, that's 2 games. Okay. Yay.
2 games.
Yeah, yay.
So
but for the Lakers to come back and for Boston to come back and forth and come to LA and LA to go to Boston, that's what you want to see. You want to see the money.
Yeah.
You don't want to see Denver and the Celtics. Somebody don't want to see that.
There are the games outside of.
See that? I mean, I will say the narrative. I hear what you're saying, Michael, but I think, and I'm not. Well, Mo isn't here, so we don't have
2 games in Cleveland. Yay.
Spokesperson, but there's not the same animosity.
Yeah.
They've forgiven LeBron, so the conversations will be a little bit different than
You
before.
don't think that? Well, I would love to see that. I would love to see it. I don't think anybody beat Boston either, especially.
Well, in order for me to say, all right, clear cut, put Bron over Jordan, he would have to win a championship against the Celtics this year.
He can beat Cleveland? What do you mean? If Cleveland beats the Celtics, they're better than that.
It doesn't matter. It has to be Boston.
No.
No, it does determine. It does.
If Cleveland beats Boston this year, they are better than Boston.
No, but if say like
it's the aura though.
It's the aura of it. Like you know what I'm saying?
It's
different.
But now, right? I understand what he's saying.
You know it's the team, the defending champs, and it's Boston.
Nobody
it's
care
that
about Cleveland. Joy.
Well, but if they don't beat, if Cleveland beats Boston, Boston's not
they
that
care
good
about a
this year.
beast. That's why the Kendrick Lamar and Drake thing has run so long, because we care about beasts. And somehow somebody will be writing about a beef between LeBron and Cleveland.
So I ain't, you know the side I'm on with that one. But anyway,
Listen, all I'm saying though is, why would it need to be Boston? Like, if Cleveland beats Boston this year, they're a better team than Boston. So it would mean more, and he's in his 40th year of life.
It's just beating Boston this year for LeBron would hold so much more weight.
Yes, from an emotional standpoint. But this is like the same argument that people use to say that the Cleveland championship was more important than the first championship in Miami. Like, not, or meant more than 2 championships in Miami.
No, it
did not.
It did.
Would you rather have 2 championships or 1?
The fact that you left, the way you left, then you say, I'm coming back and I owe y'all this and I'm going to do it, and it got done.
Not me being the only non-emotional one up here. Like this, would you rather have 2 championships or 1 championship?
It's just like saying this.
Would you rather have 2 championships or 1 championship?
Is all money good money?
No, not that money.
Is all money good money? Is all money good money?
That's not jail. And then this won't bail you out.
All money ain't good money is what I'm trying to tell you.
Especially.
And there's some people that have found that out very well. Hey, you can have all that. Go ahead, take it.
That's
what I'm trying to tell you.
Okay, but it was still. They went to 4 straight championships and won 2 of them. That is more than 1 championship.
I see. I'd value his Cleveland championship more than I would his Miami championship. It's where he's from. It's how it ended.
It's how he
started again.
Beat the 73-win team. It was a lot of.
Well, you guys have been disingenuous. Now, if you believe that, then you can't be hoo-ha him returning in a finals to Cleveland. If you believe that deeply about it, so right.
Do you think
you said that championship he got in Cleveland was that important to put it above all his other championships? But now, if he goes back to Cleveland with the Lakers, then it's not important. That doesn't merit. It doesn't marry up.
So I've been saying, like, I've called at one point LeBron the GOAT. I've called Jordan the GOAT. I've gone back and forth on my GOAT debate. Right now, I'm back on Jordan as the GOAT. And like I said, if LeBron beats, it has to be Boston, because that championship is going to hold so much weight because it's the defending champs. You renewed the rivalry, and you're 40, and you did it as a Laker, and then you got two. It's going to hold more weight. He will be the undisputed GOAT if they beat.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying when you can say you knocked off two dynasties. You knocked off Golden State, and you knocked off a Boston dynasty. I can see from that perspective if you talk about
Boston ain't that dynasty yet.
But they got dynasty talent. They got dynasty talent.
Well, speaking of the Celtics, they got a big piece back over the weekend. Kristaps Porzingis was key to the Celtics' victory over the Nets. In his return, after missing 8 games, he scored 24 points, including 14 in the fourth quarter in Boston's win in Brooklyn without Al Horford and Derek White. So, Paul.
The unicorn.
Yes. It's been a big topic of conversation, what they look like without him.
Right.
So him being back, that restore your confidence in the Celtics?
Yeah, it does restore my confidence, because when he's in the lineup, they don't settle for the amount of threes. They shot 63 threes without him in the lineup. So now when you put Kristaps Porzingis in the lineup, they like, Hicks, listen, he has matchup problems when they switch, and they tend to go into the paint because he's very good in the paint and scoring. And so it does restore my confidence. And I don't think this year that the Celtics can win a championship without him so many games like they did a year ago. You know, he didn't play in a lot of the playoff games, and I'm not so sure he'll be able to get away. The Celtics will be able to get away with not having him in the lineup like they did. So he's a big reason that gives me confidence that they can repeat if he can stay healthy. I see the Celtics having no problem getting back to the finals and winning it.
Yeah, they shouldn't have a problem. But again, it wasn't like they ran through Brooklyn. They, it was a one-possession game.
Yeah.
And they shot 34% from three. So they only shot 38 of them, opposed to the 69 or whatever.
That was an effect of Porzingis. You see, they don't settle as much because they can get the ball inside.
And so I think, like Paul is saying, if they just stay healthy, they coming out of the East. If they stay healthy, they coming out of the East. I don't see a reason why they wouldn't.
Could they come out of the East without Porzingis if he gets hurt against Cleveland?
I don't think so.
See?
I don't think so. Not this year. He has to be healthy against the Cleveland team for them to get out. I believe that.
And I think he'll be healthy. That's right around the corner.
Yeah, I do too.
No, I mean, health is going to play a part with every team in the postseason, as it does every year. But Porzingis is unique because he changes the way that they play.
Right, inside and outside. Now, he hit at 3 too, so and you stretch that floor with him shooting all the threes.
He was 1 for 7. Get your butt down underneath the basket. He was 1 for 7 yesterday. Stop it.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.